What's up, family? Man, here we go again. Another heart to heart. Um, it's funny because I get asked so much, man, Elijah, what makes you think, or why is it that, who are you? Who are you to say what you say? Who are you to tell people the things that you say? You know what I mean? Why do you feel that God, um, talks to you, because you're always talking about being aligned and connected with God, through your meditations and what makes you so special? Why do you think that God is choosing you? That's kind of arrogant. That's kind of narcissistic, isn't it? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Some people, you're not going to change their mind of how they see you. You know what I mean? Stay with me. We're going somewhere. Some people are going to see you the way they see you, not because of who you are, not because they're connected to you, not because they see your true aura, they see your true spirit, they see your true nature. Has nothing to do with that in any way, shape, or form. They see you through the filters of their own insecurities. And it's crucial that we understand that. You know what I mean? Man, that is probably one of the most important things that we need to learn as humanity. That most people don't see us for who we really are. They see us through the filters of their own issues. Okay? Now we got that clear. You know what I mean? Share story. In the early 1900s, three little kids um, had a vision or saw um, Mother Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ. She came to them in a field and was talking to them about different things. It's three little kids. And they came back and they were telling their parents, um, what they saw, what they heard. And no one wanted to believe them. No one wanted to hear that. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say something real quick. I'm not Catholic. I'm not religious. I don't follow religious doctrine. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of person. I'm not in any way, shape, or form. Okay? So I'm not promoting a religion. I'm not promoting any religion. Okay? I'm just sharing the story of true events. Okay? It is what it is. Take it however you want to take it. You know what I mean? And so these little kids, it's a true story, according to history. I wasn't there, but this is what history says occurred. Um, and so these little kids are raised in a religious community, and people are very religious at that time. And they're struggling with the fact that these kids say they saw what they saw. They're struggling with the fact that these kids saw and heard what they did. You know what I mean? To the point to where the mom and everybody else is, who are you? Why would, Jesus' mom, why would Mother Mary appear to you? What makes you so special? Why did she choose you three little kids? Out of all the people she could have picked, out of all the good people that she could have picked, out of all the good adults that she could have picked, why did she choose you three little kids? Stop lying. It's not good. You know what I mean? And so their mothers, their parents are like on these kids' helmet. You know what I mean? They're on these kids' neck about what they're saying they saw, what they're saying they experienced. Stay with me. We're going somewhere. And yet these kids kept going out. They lived in a farming community. They were like, they tended the sheep. And so they were constantly out taking care of the sheep. And they would always go back to the same spot. And this is where, Mother of Jesus appeared to them and would share some things with them, and to encourage them and to give them, tell them what was going to happen. This was during 1917, I believe, is World War One, and so she's telling them different events, different things that's going to take place, and she's showing them different things through visions. They're able to see different things taking place. She shows them there's going to be a greater war. She shows them the atom bomb dropping. She shows them these kids have no concept of this stuff. That no one has any concept of an atom bomb being dropped on the planet. You know what I mean? That's not a concept that any of us could have imagined at that time. You know what I mean? And we're talking about three little kids. And so she's showing them all these things that's going to occur. And so she's telling them, man, you guys need to pray and you need to do this and da. And many people will have a problem with that because they don't believe in Catholicism. They don't believe in, rosaries. They don't believe in, any of that other stuff. And again, to each their own. You know what I mean? Um, and so what transpired over time was that as these kids said things, people started believing them because things started coming true. Things that they could not have known, things that they couldn't have accepted or not accepted, but that they couldn't even see. Okay, these things were starting to occur. The the priest, Catholic priests, and the bishop, and all these other people are trying to get these kids to change their story. Because again, why would the mother of Jesus not appear to one of them? You know what I mean? They're righteous, you know what I mean? According to their doctrine, according to their teachings, according to their lifestyle. They believed they were righteous, they were in right standing. So why would this being choose three little kids instead of choosing one of them? Instead of choosing an honorable adult, why pick three little kids? The story goes on to where these little kids keep saying what this um, being is telling them and showing them. And so, over time, the whole community, people from miles around, are hearing about these little kids, these little people that have this ability to see, you know, Mother Mary, and she's able to come and talk to them. You know what I mean? And they're wanting their loved ones to be brought back home from this war. World War One. Understand at that time the world hadn't seen anything like that. World War One was totally different, and man, it was devastating to millions of people. You know what I mean? You have to understand the the chaos that was going on at the time, the turmoil, the hopelessness that was going on at the time, the destruction. They didn't have the internet. They couldn't get on their little laptop. They couldn't get on their cell phone and Google something and see what was going on in France, see what was going on in Italy, see what was going on in Germany and all these other places. They couldn't do any of that. And so everything was word of mouth. And so these people were coming from all over because they were hearing what this man was saying, or they were hearing what these little kids were saying. You know what I mean? And so they started believing. These three little kids had the ability to bring hope to their whole community. These three little kids brought hope to so many people. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. To where an event occurred, and you can research it. It's considered It goes by two names: the miracle of the sun, or the miracle of Fatima. I think it's mostly known by the miracle of the sun. Just Google it, ask Siri, whatever. What is the miracle of the sun? And it'll pop up. Do you have over 70 something thousand people witnessing that came to the city Fatima in Portugal to hear these kids? And it's pouring down, raining, and the experience that they had. Not just these 70,000 here, but you have people up to 25 miles away that witnessed the exact same thing in regards to the miracle of the sun. Many of us, because of our beliefs and our arrogance, will dismiss that because we don't follow the Catholic religion. We're not Catholics, and so we're not going to necessarily believe that. You know, um, the great majority of us will completely miss the fact that we look at other people and we look at ourselves and we think that, man, we can't be used. Who am I? Who am I to give hope to so many other people? Who am I to spread love and light? And how can I, little old me, how can I change the world? How can I change the lives of so many other people? With all the chaos, all the hell, all the turmoil going on, who am I to bring love into this world? Who am I to be used as a beacon of joy? Who am I to be used as this beacon to try to get people to wake up? And because of our insecurities, we'll look at ourselves and we'll think, man, I can't do that. Man, nah. People are gonna look at me funny. People are gonna think I'm arrogant. People are gonna think I'm a know-it-all. People are gonna think I'm this. People are gonna think I'm that. You know what I mean? And we allow all these issues and we allow all these opinions of others to stop us from being and doing what we came here to do. We'll allow the opinions of other people to freeze us in our tracks to where we know we should be doing something. We know we should be saying something, but we won't. Because what would they think about us? What are they going to say about us? How are they going to react to us? How are they going to respond to us? And then add on top of that, we have our own little insecurities. We have our own little issues. I'm nobody. I'm not smart enough. I don't know enough. People don't like me like that. People won't listen to me like that. I don't have the education. I don't have the training. We have all these excuses and justifications as to why we shouldn't be who we came here to be. The mere fact that you are here gives you the right to be and do and say what you came here to do. You don't need anybody else's permission. You don't need the authorization of somebody else to be who you came here to be, to say what you came here to say. You came for this specific reason. That's the only validation you need. That's the only stamp of approval you need. It's the fact that you're here. The fact that this is on your heart. This is everything about you. You know it. That's all you need. You don't need your mama's approval. You don't need your daddy's approval. You don't need your bishop's approval. Your boyfriend's approval, your wife's approval. You don't need any of that. Do what you came here to do. Make sure you're in alignment with God and do what you came here to do. That's all you need. That's all you need. You ain't got to have 50,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? You ain't got to have all these followers. Man, just do what you came here to do. And in the end, you'll be written down in history as that person that stood up and went against the grain. You'll be written down in history as that person that came and fulfilled your purpose. And although many people will go against you in the beginning because they don't understand how you are the way that you are, they don't understand the connection that you have with God. They don't understand the alignment that you have with God because they don't have that. And so they're going to minimize it. They're going to dismiss it and all this other foolishness. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to change that. You're not going to stop that. The fact that these three little kids withstood the peer pressure that they had, the fact that these three little kids stood up to their parents, stood up to their communities, stood up to their preachers and their bishops and all these other people, and kept saying what they were told to say and kept doing what they were told to do. Three little kids. And it changed everything for their community. Them people are dead and gone. And you know what? People are still talking about them. Them people died a long time ago. I'm talking about them three little kids. And they're still recorded in history. And they're still being talked about all over the world. They're still giving hope. They're still giving joy to the lives of many. People they've never met. People they could have never known was going to come. Stop minimizing yourself. Stop minimizing your purpose. Stop minimizing your potential. Stop dismissing yourself. Stop disqualifying yourself because of your insecurities, because of your fears. Make sure you're in alignment with God and do what you came here to do. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. My hope and prayer is that you will find the fortitude, the courage, the inner strength to face your insecurities, to withstand the peer pressure, to withstand the ignorance and the issues of others. It may cause you to have to be alone for a while. It is what it is. It is what it is. Whatever it is you got to go through, you got to go through it. There's no getting around that. But do what you came here to do. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.